Today on dottotech, it's not about productivity, it's about fun. We're going to play with Bitmoji. Steve Dotto here. How the heck are you doing this fine day? At dottotech, we make technology easy so you can do more. More what? More fun in your life is a great thing. And what brings more joy to anyone's life than a good, rousing Dachshund race? Not a lot of productivity here. No big prizes to win. Just lots of fun and enjoyment. And that is the theme that we are going to be talking about today. Not about productivity, but just something that makes our lives a little bit lighter. Just brings a smile to our face. Now, the backstory here is this is a tool that called Bitmoji, which creates emojis, the little graphical accents that you can send back and forth in text and instant messaging. But it's got your face in a variety of different situations and a variety of different emotions and ideas being sent. And the faces are really good. I discovered this first, because I'm probably late to the game, when Shannon sent me a text. And the text just basically said something nice. What did she say? She said thanks to me, and then she sent something else. I obviously done something for her. And then she said that she loved me. And look, it looks like Shannon. And I went, wow, that's so cool. What are you using to create that avatar? And she said Bitmoji, Sophie, her daughter, had been sending her Bitmojis and helped her create her avatar. And it looks so much like Shan that I thought, that is too cool for school. I got to get involved too. I got to play with it. So I set up my Bitmoji account, and now you get to discover it as well, because I'm going to show you how Bitmoji works. As I say, it's not going to add to your productivity, but it might bring a smile to you or your loved one's face. Let's have a look. Let's take a look at Bitmoji. Now, you can set up your Bitmoji account on the web or on your smartphone, but your smartphone is where you're going to do most of the work with it. Now, Bitmoji is really designed primarily as a Snapchat add-on. At least that's where a lot of people use it. But I'm not a big Snapchat user, and I'm still getting a lot of use out of it, just in texting and in other areas. So you don't have to be a Snapchatter in order to take advantage of all things that are Bitmoji. Now, mine is already set up, and this is the fun part, is they create all of these little kind of scenarios with your avatar or with your emoji. See, but it's all me in all of these different situations. How cool is that? How did we get me in there? That's what I'll show you right now. When you set up the account, and the account is free, and you can sign in through a variety of different ways. When you set up the account, as they compose your picture, your image, they say, do you want to take a selfie first? So you take a selfie, and then down in the bottom where you see that little photo, the camera icon there, you can see your face as you go out and as you assemble things. Because we don't always know exactly how we look, I don't think. But being able to compare and being able to look is, I found it to be pretty useful. Now, I got my avatar pretty close. But I didn't do nearly as good a job as when Shannon's daughter, Sophie, took over and started to modify it, because she was cruel. She wasn't worried about anything. She just tried to make it look like me. Whereas I think we get caught up a little bit in our own vanity as we set it up. But let's go through what happens is you start out with you choosing your hairstyle, and you see they've got all of these presets. Now, you can usually modify a lot of them as you go along, but you choose what your hairstyle is as you go through. And then you can modify it as you go. It's pretty cool. And one of the things that's kind of neat is once you get your face all set up and ready to go, if you are thinking about coming up with a new do, how would I look with a top knot? Not so much. You can change things up if you want to just kind of run something up the flagpole, as it were. As you get each one decided, you're not committed to any of these hairstyles or anything that you set up, because you can go through and you can modify it all over and over again, and it'll evolve as you go. So you can just go in and kind of dabble and take a look and see if it's closer or not. So then you choose your hair treatment. You see what's happening here. We go through, you build it. Do you have facial hair? What type of facial hair? What does it look like? You keep going through and layering the different physical attributes onto your image. Now, the cool thing is, as you're doing it, you don't just have this full-on view. If you swipe to the right or swipe to the left, it actually gives you a kind of a slightly on a bias look at your face as well, because as you saw in all of the, quickly in the different emojis that you actually post, is you're in a variety of different positions. So you're not always just sitting there with a neutral expression. You're sometimes cheering, you're sometimes crying, and so they add all of those emotions to your face and often put your face at a different angle. So this gives you that option to look through those things as you go through, and you can just keep swiping. Eyelashes, eye size, spacing, color, eyebrows, eyebrow color. You get the point. We work on our way through everything they have, including wrinkles and makeup, headwear. I think, no. We'll go without the knit cap. And then finally, body type. Now, you don't have to be honest. I mean, that's probably more legitimate. Nobody's going to believe that. I'm comfortable with this. Hopefully nobody calls me on it. So that's, you choose your body type, and then finally, I think we can see here where a little bit of the monetization for this sort of app is going to come. We can choose our clothing and our outfit, and we already have Adidas and Nike branded clothing. If you choose, there's lots of neutral stuff, but there we see the Nike stuff, and so I think we're going to see Hollister. So there's lots of different clothing manufacturers that are obviously getting on as brand sponsors of this as you play around with your outfit. And you can take a look. Should I give myself a different look? How would I look with that casual look? Let's take a look. So you can just choose one. That's not bad. That's not too bad. But I kind of like the neutral casual a little bit more. We'll go with that one there right now. That one kind of matches the color shirt I'm wearing right now. There we go. All right. So that is setting everything up. Once you've said okay, then you've got these assets ready to use. Now, how do we share them? How do you go about then sharing these emojis into your different social platforms? So as I say, there's some really nice integration right within Snapchat. I won't show you that because I'm not a big Snapchatter. But there are a couple of things that happen. One of the things that you can do is you can go to their website directly and log into your account. And when you log into your account, you can install a plugin in Gmail and in Chrome that'll gives you access to all of your emojis, your Bitmojis, all of your Bitmojis on the web. So with it being in Chrome, anything that you're in Chrome, you can then incorporate a Bitmoji should you choose. And because of the Gmail integration, they install it right here in the new text message window. It installs right there, so you can choose and you can incorporate a Bitmoji in any of your emails, either inline or as a signature, which is pretty cool. But for the most part, we're probably going to end up using it in texting and in instant messaging type apps. So for that, you can go into the Bitmoji app and you can copy and paste, which is a little bit cumbersome. And for that, they allow you to install it as a keyboard. When you're in a keyboard, you have to incorporate some permissions into the operating system to allow the operating system to know that you want to use it as a keyboard. When you're in your keyboards in iOS, if you press and hold on that little world icon right there, that brings up all of your installed keyboards. And you can see here I've got the Bitmoji keyboard installed. Actually, let me go back to the keyboard settings and show you how you actually can install, how you can enable them. If we go back here and go into keyboard settings, that launches your keyboards. And in here, in this settings panel here is where you have to go into Bitmoji and you have to allow full access in order for the keyboard to work. It's one step that you have to do one time as you set it up, and then you have access to it whenever you need it. So let's go back into our texting app here and let's show you how it actually gets into a text, because it's not just hitting a keyboard icon, but instead you go into Bitmoji, choose exactly what it is you want to spend. And now here's the cool thing is you can scroll through, but you probably don't want to waste a lot of time scrolling through looking for the appropriate one. What would you be saying in the text message? If you're going to let somebody know that you're going to be late, I'm just going to type in the words. Actually, I've got to go back to my regular. I'm going to type in here. Search Bitmoji, late. There we go. If I put late, here's the different things that running late or working late. I'm working late. Let's see what it comes up with. Oh, look. I can tell Shan, it copies it. Now here's what happens. You tap on it, it copies it. It doesn't insert it automatically. You have to paste it into whatever it is you're working in. So once it's pasted though, you've got that emoji or Bitmoji, I keep saying emoji, that Bitmoji ready to go, and now you can text it. This app isn't going to change the world. It's not going to make you more productive. It's not going to make you more profitable, but it might make you a little bit happier and bring a smile to your loved ones' faces. And if you are of a certain vintage, if you are a little bit older and you install this and start sending messages to your grandkids with Bitmoji, you will be the coolest old fart in the block. I can promise you that. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember, please subscribe to this channel, and when you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so we let you know when there is new videos that are uploaded. I would love to hear from you. Are you using Bitmoji? Is it something that you embrace, or do you think it's just plain stupid? Please post in the comments below. I promise you I read each and every comment, even if I don't have time to respond to every one. Until next time, I'm Steve Dotto. Have fun storming the castle.